What's going on, guys, and welcome to Center Scene Production. I know you've been seeing all the posts, and we are going to be interviewing New York hardcore legend Jorge Rosado, straight out of Brooklyn, New York. We're going to start by saying a huge thank you to Final Touch Collision out of Linwood, Illinois, who hooked us up and got us an awesome camera and gave us a place to do this. So if you want to say hi real quick, this is Roberto. Roberto's awesome. Be sure if you're in the Chicagoland area to make sure you come by if you need anything done on your car. Final Touch Collision in Linwood. Awesome place. And we have another awesome person here from Texas, a big fan of Merauder and Akani. This is Marco. Marco is a big fan, and he actually came all the way out from Texas, so he's going to be sitting in with a live interview too, just to chill out and say hello. But rather than just sit here and talk, I think we should probably bring the man of the hour, Jorge Rosado, on. What's going on, brother? Yep, you're live.
Yo, what's up, bro?
Hey, how's it going? How things up in the Brooklyn area? Huh?
It's all right.
Holy shit, you all right there?
I'm sorry, you're gonna have to speak up a little louder.
Oh, I said you good there? I can turn my
Can
mic
you hear
up
me?
a little bit. Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, now I can hear you.
Loud and
What's
clear.
going on, bro? How you been, man?
I'm hanging in there, you know me. Having a good old time. So how are things up in the land of Brooklyn, New York?
Well, that's all we can do. That's all we can do right now, bro. Is just hang in there like you've been doing.
Yep. I know you guys got all that COVID stuff up there too. So everything going good. You guys still jamming out. How does that work out?
We did jam with the band.
Yeah. Yep. Are you still you
Raymond, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear
All
you.
right,
I'm gonna throw on some headphones here so I'm not, catching myself.
okay, you're breaking up a little bit. I'm sorry.
Yep. Is that any better by any chance?
All right. What's up?
Yep. So with all the COVID stuff,
That's way better, man. I'm
awesome.
sorry about that because barely hear.
No, it's all good, man. So with all the COVID stuff, is like Merauder.
It's all bullshit, whatever.
Yeah, I agree. Are you guys still getting together, still jamming, all that stuff during this?
Well, we did about a week ago.
Nice.
It was rough. I mean, we were a little touch because it's been about a year since we practiced. We're a little out of touch, and it was a little difficult for me with the headaches and all that shit. But overall, it went okay. I mean, we didn't really lose it that much. We were just a little, little out of shape with the playing and stuff. We need to get back into it, like everything else. It's all muscle memory,
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. You don't play for a little bit, it'll throw you off, man. Get a little rusty. But yeah, no, I was curious about that. Now I know with Akani, are you guys looking to start writing or doing more with that as well, or is that was just like a one hit, one gone?
Yeah, no, we definitely we have like 5-6 songs that we're working on right now. So
Nice.
the guys are across seas from here, so we're doing everything through via internet,
Yeah.
But yeah, we are working on new stuff. We're planning on putting up some new stuff. So it's been a slow process, but it's always a slow process with me,
Oh yeah, and it's even just writing in general. I know it takes time, especially now with everything going on and with being overseas and everything. I know it's gonna take a little bit. That's for sure. But I heard a story about Marauder that I don't think many people
Life's
know.
changed a lot.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So I am a big fan of Johnny Cash, and I heard that Marauder played a prison, straight up Folsom Prison style. True? Did Marauder play a prison?
Yeah, that's true. Yep,
That's
we played
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
it was a federal penitentiary.
I have never wished I was in prison more.
We got. I think so. It was I'm gonna say I think it was Anthony, the guitar player Anthony. Anthony's uncle was in a federal penitentiary. I think somehow they hooked us up, and we drove over there, and we went inside and we fucking played on this basketball court. I mean, it was quite of a ride going up there, man.
Mm.
Man, I'm trying to remember the name of the place. I'm not sure, man, where we drove. I remember we did a lot of stupid shit that night. First of all, I mean that day, um, we were all driving in the van, and we were all getting high in the van on the way to a federal prison. We're all smoking weed, and we're circling. We were lost. We couldn't find the entrance of the prison, so we were circling around this fucking place. We find what these guys thought was an entrance, and I was in the van laying down. I peered through the window and I said, "That's not an entrance. That's like where they bring in prisoners. They transport prisoners inside." So Anthony, my guitar player, like an idiot, he goes, "I'm gonna go ask that guy." There's a guy standing there with a shotgun or right or something, and we stop on the middle of the road, bro. We stop in the middle of the road. The door opens. Some dude just, my guitar player jumps on and starts walking towards this guy. This guy drew his gun. He started screaming like, "Get out!" He started yelling something. Anthony runs back in the van, jumps in the fucking van. Like we haul ass. We're screaming at this asshole like we're even getting out.
Yeah,
And I mean, we eventually find the entrance. Huh?
I was like, holy shit. Yeah, that sounds like fun.
It was weird, man. First of all, we shouldn't have been smoking so much weed. And we went over there all smelling like weed. We go into the prison, they check our equipment and everything. We go inside and we play in the basketball court, in the middle of a basketball court. There's no barriers, there's no security because the guards, as soon as we set up, they walk back into their thing and they locked the door and they left us out there for like by ourselves, like, shit. So, we were doing the show and we had like some prisoners walking up and down and around. They had a band of 3 dudes still playing like some rock and roll. So 3 prisoners. I remember they had on white sweaters with airbrushed, like a logo airbrushed that Unforgiven. And
That's awesome.
They were playing like I remember like an Asian dude, kind of like Asian looking dude, kind of buff dude playing guitar and singing. And excuse me, sorry.
Good one.
And then we went on and it was weird, man. And afterwards, after we played Anthony's uncle, who was I'm gonna say he was in there for mob ties. He was he was in there for mob shit because Anthony came from, I think, I'm not sure, but I think I'm not gonna say too much. I think his dad might have been
I
involved
got
or
you.
something. So we meet these 2 guys, man, because he told us, he said, he came up to me, he goes, "Hey, I want you to meet these 2 guys." And he said, "You can't get no bigger than this." So we walked over to these bleachers. On top of the bleachers were sitting these 2 old Italian dudes sitting there, and he introduced us to this. "Hey, this is my nephew and his band members. They play." These guys just looked at us and they just looked at it. They didn't say a word. They just looked at us and nodded their heads. They went, like did one of those. The guy, I'm not sure where I was. He kind of looked like John Gotti-ish, but they all look like John Gotti. Once they reach a certain age and they live a certain lifestyle, they all look like that. But the guy said you can't get no bigger than this.
Yeah.
So, and I didn't bother asking who it was. I wasn't, if you didn't tell me in the beginning, then I wasn't asking,
Mm-hmm.
So, we just played and got the fuck out of there afterwards. The whole time I was a little afraid because there was no barriers and there was nothing separating. Anybody could have came up to us and, whatever. But nobody was fucking harassing us. People were checking us out. Other dudes just going about their business, And I was just worried that I didn't drop the soap. Drop the mic. I dropped the mic. I would have dropped the mic. You would have heard it.
Why were you showering there, man?
you know, drop the mic like if he was dropping the soap type shit, you
Hmm?
know. I
Oh
grabbed,
man,
I didn't, you know, I didn't let go of the mic till after we left the place. I was still holding on to the motherfucker.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Oh man, that had to be fun though. I mean, how many
It
hardcore or metal
was
bands can
serious.
say that they played a prison? Like, did you
I
guys?
thought everybody else did it.
No, neither do I. Like, do you guys? Did you have mosh pits? I mean, or was it like strictly like you'll get shot if you start swinging? Like, how does that even work?
There was no mosh pits. I don't think anybody there
I
even liked us. Except one metal looking guy. There was one dude was leaning on the amp and he was all into it, but he had one eye like, you know, when your eyes all it's all white.
yeah.
He had like that little weird eye. Yeah, and he said he was from Long Island. And he was like a metal dude. And I'm like, is this the fucking serial killer dude from Long Island? You know, remember? I'm like, I don't know. You know, my head started running wild. I didn't bother asking. You know, I wanted to play and I want to get back to the new to the normal world. I wanted to get out of there.
Oh, that's awesome. So
it
besides
didn't feel
playing, huh?
it didn't feel as crazy as being in Rikers. You know,
Yeah.
I did a 20-day bid in Rikers and it was tense from the very first. I didn't even get into my cell yet, and it was already like tense. And actually, my cell was 100, like 100 people in it. It was not a cell; it was a dorm. You
Mm-hmm.
know, it was, C-76, the one up. You know, so the one up is the upper level, and it was just you know, I was in there for a short time. They called it the stress box, you know, but
Oh,
it didn't
sounds
feel
like
the
fun.
same. I was just visiting, doing a show, and I know it wasn't the same, but I don't know, man. It just, I could tell you the
Well,
state prison is probably my a lot more crazy than the federal.
oh, it's got to be different from going in there, leaving the shower, and then being in there and being afraid to drop the
Dude,
soap.
the feds
That's got
got
to be
money.
way different.
Yeah, most of the dudes in the feds got money, so they eating better, and you know.
Nice. So I know you had that crazy. So what would you say? I know you've played a ton of shows. You've toured all over the world. Where would you say that ranked in one of like the craziest shows or craziest type of things that you've got to do that's outside the norm?
You know, we were different type of it. We were vintage. We were adrenaline junkies, but you know, adventure seekers, but a different type. We weren't looking to hike or skydive. We were like, you know, it was mostly partying and fighting and you know, you know, we've been in different parts of the country. We didn't when I was in Marauder, we really I don't know. We saw some stuff. We spent less time
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we spent more time partying and less time like being tourists and looking and seeing. We didn't really sightsee too much, you know.
Yeah.
We were just going to whoever had hash and weed and back in the days, other shit, you know.
Yep.
And you know, we were kids, you know. When we were out there, we didn't really give a fuck. We were all around the world. We kind of a little bit. We were thrilled to be there because you know, but we didn't really see it like that. It was just another place to party at. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But we had some wild crowds. Um, and I mean, wow. I mean, I'm not gonna say there's one particular place. There was a few places. I don't know. I can't never. I don't know. I can't really pick a place, man. Because everywhere I went, we had some kind of an adventure. Whether it was, you know, on whatever level of the adventure it was an adventure. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and everywhere we went, we made the most of it. So even if there was a little town in Eastern Europe somewhere, and there was only 30 kids there, it was 30 kids of you know, 30 kids going fucking berserk, going crazy, and
Yeah.
we're giving 150% effort, you know, because
Mm-hmm.
we always have.
Okay. And
Uh,
I I have talked to people who have seen you guys live. I've got to see you guys. I have all the videos on YouTube. I mean, it doesn't matter how big the crowd was. You guys throw down. And even you, man, like This Is Hardcore, when you guys played there, you're in the pit, like during it, man. People moshing on the stage. Hell of a show. I mean, yeah, you guys just
Yeah.
put on a great show.
You know about the story about that, right?
No.
There's a story. Well, after we played, my son went into the pit. And, he's still young. He's only 15, 14. He's a little bigger than what he looked, than his age. So I didn't want nobody to really hit him hard and stuff like that. So I started dancing in the pit and started clearing out an area for my son to dance. I'm kicking the shit out of people. I'm dancing. Excuse me. So after I did that, I go backstage and I sit in front of my guitar player and his girlfriend. And I'm like, yeah, fucking Devin's in the pit. We're talking. And my guitar player's girlfriend tells me, I'm Jorge. I'm like, yeah, what's up? She goes like this with her hand. She goes, your legs, like close your legs type of thing. And I look down. I go, my legs? What do you mean? I look down, and my shorts had ripped from my crotch area all the way down to my leg, and I had no underwear.
Oh.
And everything was just hanging out. It looked like chewed up bubble gum on the moment that I already cleared the pit, I already cleared the space, and I was still throwing kicks, and everybody was kind of like, I wasn't really too close to people, but they were ducking, and I'm like, why people kept ducking? Now I know, because every time I threw a kick, my balls was stretching across the pit. Just flying, trying to get the fuck out. And she was just flying like this, trying to get them in the face and whatnot. Leave the light on, penis. My son just turned the light off. Sorry. And yeah, it's pretty fucked up.
I gotta be honest, man. If I saw a guy in the pit and his shit swinging, I'm moving too. Ain't nobody want to get hit with that.
Nobody want to get teabagged in the middle of the show.
Right.
Right.
I've been in a lot of mosh pits, bro, but I have never been teabagged during a mosh pit. I'd like to keep it that way. Oh, I know you were talking about your son. What was that? I'm sorry, I could barely hear you on that one.
So far, from what I heard, nobody's gotten teabagged so far. That would have been big news.
Right? That shit would be on like fucking Hit Parader, first teabag. Fucking This Is Hardcore. Like, I want to see that.
That's an album. That would have been an album.
There you go, man.
My album cover.
You've got
that. Like, look at this.
Now you've got the next idea for your guys' next album right there. Your next album could be Teabag in the Pit. Fucking hook it up. But I know you were talking about your son, man. And I know. Huh?
The CBGB's, a lot of shit went on. That probably went on too. God knows what went on.
I always wanted to visit CBGB's, but now I'm, not sure. Maybe it was a good thing I didn't. Now you got me worried about that kind of stuff.
You could survive the bathroom in CB's. You're gonna survive Corona, man. Don't worry about it,
bro. Right. Man, all this stuff going. I got people on here, by the way. Sletter from Michigan said, "What up?" He said, "Yo." And Brian in Michigan said, "Hasn't started." So I'm going to let him know the answer is yes. The Michigan guys, man, they're a little off. You got to worry about them sometimes. But no, I know you were talking about your son, Devin. So I guess music is in the family. So he's playing music too as well, right?
Say it again?
I said music runs in the family. I know your son, Devin, is playing in a band now too, correct? Abscess Pool?
Yeah, he has a band. Yeah, Abscess Pool. It's more grindcore-ish.
Nice.
Started off with just him. Whatever's on YouTube is just him playing. He's like self-taught. He played himself how to play drums and guitar, and He produces and he writes and he records his own shit. He
Nice.
makes hip hop beats, trap beats. He rhymes. Kids pay him to be on features and songs. Yeah, he's always got money coming in on PayPal. Hey, somebody send me some money and all this. And he's twice my size. I don't know how he got so fucking big.
But no, it's got to be cool for you. You know. I mean, how do you feel about like having him following kind of like in your footsteps?
It's awesome. It's awesome. It's awesome. He started on his own. He's got a full band now, so it's not just him anymore. And but it's good, man. It's cool, man. It's he's doing what I was doing at a lot. He's doing actually a lot more than I did, because I started on guitar, and it wasn't because I didn't want to play guitar anymore. It's just that I really couldn't. I didn't really have the finances to maintain a guitar and learn and take lessons, and so I never pursued guitar, and I never tried. I love drums, but never tried it because no way I couldn't even afford drumsticks. There's no way in hell I was ever gonna get on a kit, So I
Yeah.
said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna become a singer." What do I need to be a singer? Nothing. Some lungs. I'm like, I got lungs.
Mm-hmm.
So, I never really amounted to anything but just a vocalist
Mm-hmm.
and a front man. I'm a songwriter. I write songs. I mean, of course, I'm a writer. I can write music. I
Mm-hmm.
have influenced some of the songs especially in the last album. There's a couple of riffs on the God Is I album that were mine, or my idea, me influenced them. But um, he's 20 times what I am. You know,
Mm-hmm.
he produces things, and he's doing it a lot younger than I am, and I started late, it's kind of, not late, but not this young, you know.
No, I know. I know it was before Marauder. You were singing for El Nino, if I remember correctly. Besides El Nino, Marauder, Akani, like what?
Yeah,
How young were you, or how old were you when you actually started getting into music?
getting into music or into bands.
Into bands, we'll say bands.
Um, I'm not sure. I'm gonna say early 20s.
Early 20s.
Yeah,
Right on.
I might dabbled and dabbled, but nothing serious.
Mm-hmm.
There weren't too many bands in my neighborhood, Set in his basement. He was the only kid that
Oh, I don't
I
know where
knew.
you. I don't know where you moved to, but you moved, and now it's like
Wait,
cutting in and out there for you.
do you hear this? Me?
Oh yeah, now you're
I
good.
didn't move. I'm still in the bed.
No, you're good now. It was all good. Oh, and before I forget, Brian in
Yeah,
Michigan said
let's go.
Wallabicho.
Uh, fucking idiot. You said that when you picked up the phone. I called you. I thought it was Brian. For a second, I was like, "Did I just call Brian?" Like, no, I called fucking. Yeah,
No, it's the other bearded, sexy guy, man. Come on.
uh, I had a great time with Brian. I took, you know, I took Brian and Chris Foy from Canada to Puerto Rico
Mm-hmm.
with me. Of course,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people I took to Merauder to play a band to play a few shows back in days. I don't know, like fucking, I don't know, 20 years ago, something like that. But we had a great time, and we were at my dad's house. And huelebicho means dick sniffer. And in Puerto Rico, you can walk down the street, people scream, people just yell at you, huelebicho, oh, you huelebicho. So I'm always saying it. So but I was on the phone with ex bass player of a band called Golpe Justo. They're
Mm-hmm.
from Puerto Rico. They're like early punk hardcore band. They just made their 30 just the other day. They made their 30-year anniversary. And I did a video for them. It's their 30-year anniversary together. They just a little older than Marauder. And and they're good friends of mine. I did songs with them in the past. Um fuck, what was I talking about?
Puerto
Oh, I was
Rico and Huelebicho.
yeah, Jimmy. I was FaceTiming with Jimmy.
Mm-hmm.
And so I got Brian, I got Chris, we're talking, and my dad's like 3 feet, 4 feet from me, like leaning against the wall with drinking this like Puerto Rican moonshine. It's called Pitorro. It's really strong shit. He's a little tipsy, a little drunk, sitting there, standing there, I mean, against the wall, listening to my conversation. So I'm talking to my boy Jimmy, and my father goes, "Yeah, who's that?" I go, I look at my dad, goes, "My boy Jimmy." My father, he's saying it to himself, but little did he know that Jimmy could hear him on the on the phone. My father goes, he's a whatever. My father called him a dick sniffer. You're like, he's a dick sniffer. He's a whatever, but he did it said it in Spanish. Yeah, sure he can hear you, right? He didn't give a fuck. He just threw his hands up. Fuck it. That's life.
If I didn't know, if I,
okay,
oh man, if I
he's
didn't know any
a
better, I think you guys are related.
funny old man.
That Brian did say he had a blast in Puerto Rico. So yeah, that's good stuff right there. Oh, you froze
You gotta
up.
come out. We're gonna do our we doing our annual next summer in Puerto Rico.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody from the States and everybody from Canada and um, you know coming down.
Yep. I'll definitely have to come up. Hey, maybe I could do a remote podcast and stuff in Puerto Rico. I'm down with it. Absolutely. I don't know what happened, but you're freezing
We
up
could do
on
one
and
on the
off.
beach, man.
Hell yeah. We
We could
can
shoot.
literally well a bicho center scene. Why not?
We got bad weather.
Mhm.
The
Oh,
what?
I said if we do
What'd you say?
I said we could do a center scene on the beach, man. It'll be like a well a bicho show.
We do a ghost hunting show. We go looking for a fucking chupacabra.
That'd be fun. Something
We're
different.
just gonna end up. Yeah, we're gonna end up finding trouble out there.
All right, so I have a random question for you. So here at Center Scene, like we love we love promoting like local bands from all over the world and stuff. So in your neck of the woods, obviously you're big into music. Are there any bands that you think are going to be really good, like up and comers, that are playing like local shows or were playing before all the COVID stuff? I guess I should say. Like what bands
Well,
do you think people should look out for?
and Zaguri.
Enziguri? Right on.
Am I saying it right? And Zaguri? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, dope band. Davey Hooligan, man, on Instagram.
Nice.
Check them out. And Zaguri, man. They're like real hardcore. Like, I mean, that's like a real hardcore band. Like, none of that
Yeah.
metal shit. Not like Marauder, none of that metalcore. I mean, like, they're like straight up hardcore. You know?
Nice.
Like, real good. Good. They're a good band. But,
Right on.
I don't, you know, anybody new? I don't know because uh, in the last scene. Um, I don't really know what bands are new, what bands are old. I haven't been really been able to keep in touch with any of that. I've been kind of busy, worrying about other things, and
Yeah.
so it's been rough. So I don't really have any really any new recommendations other than Enziguri, and not because they're the only band I know, because they're good. If they sucked, I wouldn't have said shit, you know.
No, that makes sense,
But
man.
they're worth mentioning, and if they're my only choice, then it's a good one. It's a good. It's worth. I they're equivalent. To me, they're equivalent of 3 or 4 hardcore bands. You
Nice.
know, they're good. They're good. And they're a fun band. They have uh that that good energy, that feel good energy type. It's,
Hmm.
without being so happy. It's not really happy. It's hardcore. It's dope,
It is.
but it's positive. It's shit that you can go out to the show and have fun and and slam dance all night and get sweaty and hopefully not get bloody, but you get bloody and you get bloody. So what? Guys put their arms around you, you take care of you, we're a big family, and it's hard to see that anymore. And it hasn't been like that in the last 15, 20 years.
Mm.
Slowly declined, but it's bands like Enziguri and bands like that, anybody else that out there that has a band like that can bring people together on a positive note, still not a weak positive, a strong positive, like an empowering type of band where it's PMA, but it's a honest, it's a
Mm.
manly PMA. It's not a you know what I'm saying. I don't know if I'm
Yeah,
making any sense.
it's no, I totally get where you're coming from. It's energetic. You're getting your feelings out. Everybody, it's still positive mental attitude, but it's I'm guessing energetic. It's motivating. It makes you want to move. Makes you want to throw your arms around. Good show.
Yeah, but don't
If
get me
I
wrong. There's tons of great bands out there, and there's
mm,
bands occurring and popping up every day. But I'm just saying them because they're the only ones that come in mind. There's no disrespect to anybody. It's just that I don't know. I don't know anybody new right now, and I'm gonna eventually change that because I'm getting back into the songwriting and I'm getting back into the music, and I don't know. No, I don't know if things are gonna get any better. But I mean, if I start touring again, it's not gonna be much. But I still want to know what's going on, and I still love music, and not because I stepped away from music. It's just that I've been busy with other things in life.
yeah,
But yeah, I want to. I'm sure there's a lot of great bands. I'm gonna do my homework right now and see what's going on. But
right on.
I know more about hip hop than I do about than hardcore right now.
I know
Uh,
Brian in Michigan definitely said he wants some new Akani.
but he's gonna have to fucking wait.
You hear that, Brian? You have to wait. That's just how it works, man.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I don't mean it to be such a long process, but life is not easy. Not on just me, but on other people in my band. And I'm not here to out other people in my band's business, but a couple of people in my band have been going through some stuff, medical issues, and with family and them, and other things that have been going back and forth, and um, big changes in their life. So that added on to a lot of the the non-consistency of music because life comes first, and if you can't live, you can't do music, and if you're not 100% mentally and financially and whatever, it's really hard to live and I mean, it's hard to write music when you just don't have any more inspiration. But life is about ups and downs, and we go through them, and some of them take longer than others. And then with the whole Corona thing,
Yeah.
and the whole, I don't know. depopulation agenda.
Yeah. All right.
Really.
Well, we'll look at it like
Um,
this. Now the election is like almost over. So coronavirus should end soon. I think. Like, shouldn't be much longer.
yeah,
I don't
it's
think.
every election they create something. It's either war, virus. The next election, they're gonna probably if we don't have a real one, they're gonna fucking do a hologram, fucking aliens in the sky, type shit. I don't know. I don't give a fuck, bro. I I um, I didn't expect it to make it a 50, man. Half the people in my neighborhood didn't, and it's sad because half the people in my neighborhood didn't. And
Mm.
I get people who tell me, "Hey, you fucking old man," and it's I smile, bro, when they call me an old man because I'm coming from where I came from, bro, and and the history of my neighborhood and my block and my friends and all that. There's very few of us left, and very few of us. It's a privilege to get to 50, and I'm looking forward to getting older, man. And ain't no fucking body out there gonna stop me from getting older, man. I'm gonna live a lot longer, man. And if I made it through my neighborhood, I'll make it through any fucking thing and anybody. So,
Yep.
worrying about nothing, you know.
No. Absolutely, man. I mean that's what it's about. Hardcore and life and everything else is just about not letting anything stop you. You know what I mean? It's about moving forward. It's about progressing. It's about not giving a fuck. And it's about releasing that energy. And you know what? Fucking do it, man. Keep doing what you're doing because you're doing great. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know, um, I don't know. I mean, I'm letting go a little bit, man. And not to do no disrespect to anybody else, but I mean, I'm even thinking about just letting go of the whole social media thing. I mean, I have the music and stuff, which is really hard to let go, but I can't do this Facebook and Instagram. I never did Twitter, and I don't do Snapchat because with these two alone, I'm overwhelmed.
Oh,
I don't think we're meant to be in touch with too much people, know too much information. I mean, I think people tend to overload and you can get sucked into shit, man. Because I've never been a real I'm a political, anti-political person. I know everything about it. I do my research and everything, but I've never really been supporter of either side. I've never been a Republican supporter or a Democrat. Um, um, I just sometimes you get caught up in it. Sometimes you want to say shit, and I usually just try to. I see a lot of people attacking one dude, and hey, they might have all the rights in the world, but they don't say nothing about the other guy. And I'm like, well, the other guy got a lot of history too. I'm not even defending one dude. I'm just saying, don't exclude the other guy because he know better. You got to remember at the end of the day, these motherfuckers they go to the same parties and the same rallies, and God knows that that's the same golf course together. You know, laughing and hey, look, we got these suckers. They in it together. You know what I'm saying?
absolutely.
So I can never really, you know, I see the good and bad and sides, but I just, I don't know. I don't care anymore. At the end of the day, um, it's all gonna come down to me
Yep.
because no matter what president is president, and no matter what rules they make, um, whatever I decide to do, because at the end of the day, the decisions from my family is gonna come from us, from me, and from my family, not from nobody up in. Ain't no fucking politician gonna tell me what's good for my fucking family. You don't know my family. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So, no matter what goes on, It's going to be up to me at the end of the day.
Mm.
And we're going to have to end up fighting. That I got to be the man for my family. I'm going to pull out the guns and arm up, put the vest on, put the family in a safe place. And if I got to protect my property, I'm going to protect my property.
Yep.
From anybody. Government, China, an idiot. A lot of idiots out here. But I don't. Hey, I love my family too much, man. I'm not a killer, bro. But I tell you what, I'm ready to die for my family. Fuck that.
You got to be, man. Especially in this day and age. I mean, everything is absolutely
Oh yeah.
ridiculous. It's like you can't win. I believe everything is driven by social media, that kind of stuff. So I know I 100% agree. You know, you defend them. Absolutely. So
And
here's a
you need to
random,
live, man.
huh?
And people, it's and the more people get caught up with it, man, they think they're being strong by being followers. And I know, and I'm not saying that they're not. I'm just saying I believe that they're not.
Mm.
I'm not saying that they're not. I'm just saying I believe that they're not. People think by being a part of something like that, and I don't know, man. I think the world just can't be run on A and B options.
No.
There's so much going on in this world. It just, as you can see, they never get to anybody. Everybody, and I'm trying to talk around shit.
Yeah,
You
I
know what
got
I'm
you.
saying? I don't want to get sucked into the, you
No,
know.
no, I don't
But
blame you, man.
at the end of the day, man, the reality is it's not reality. And if people want to understand me or not, bro, there's bigger people involved. All I'm gonna say, there's bigger people involved in this, and they know how to manipulate our reality. We only know 1% of our reality.
Yeah.
And the other 99% is being manipulated. There's a lot of
Yep.
empty space there, and they're throwing in the pictures, they're throwing in the image, they're throwing in all. So we're living their reality when it's really not the real reality. So, with that being all said, there's nothing really to fear. Yeah,
Mm.
we ain't gonna die. Nobody dies, bro. Death is not a real thing. You are energy, bro. And whether people believe me or not, you're energy. This body, this vessel might not hold you forever, but you're gonna keep living. You're gonna transform. You're gonna keep transforming. So, if people can understand that, they can live life a little bit less, uh, less fear, with less
Yeah.
fear. Being, I don't know. I mean, it's really hard to understand, and it's quantum science and quantum physics and all that bullshit. That's why they don't teach it to you in school, because it really has to do with spirituality. And
Mm.
spirituality is, once again, like I said before, it's unseen science, and they don't teach you that because they don't want you to work on your spirituality. They
You're
work
right.
you work on regular science.
Mm.
If you stick vinegar in this and you get a little eruption, had I was learning that shit, dissecting a frog. Did that help anybody in school right now? It
Right.
helped like maybe less than 1% of the kids that went to school. I
You
mean,
got
they
that
taught us.
one person that became a vet and never saved a fucking frog. Like,
The school system out here is fucked, man. I hate
yeah.
to say it. Without being political, man, but it was up to me, man. Kids would learn a lot in public school. And in public
Mm.
school, they learn all the basics. They're gonna learn good. We teach math terribly in this school. There's a better way of teaching math in South America and other places. They teach math better. I would just teach kids. Teach them not to be less competitive, but to be more cooperative, to learn teamwork and work together as a community, and to help each other and stuff like that. Because sometimes, not everybody's built the same, and sometimes you're smarter and your abilities are more than someone else's, because not for you to surpass them, but when you do, you can put your hand out and pick your brother up.
Yep. Well, that's always been the rule of the mosh pit. That's why that's what was the big thing with me was
World, people are fucking selfish. People are selfish. People are thinking about self. People don't believe in themselves no more, bro. That's why
No.
this hardcore, especially like I learned to believe the hardcore was about being an individual, and it was no different than punk rock. Hardcore was just a cleaner version of punk rock.
Eh.
you know, less smelly. But nah. But on the serious note, I learned to be more of a rebel. I learned to be more of a Puerto Rican through punk rock
Mm.
because I learned to search instead of searching things that didn't lead to low in life. I searched myself and about me and who I was and my culture and my family and my history and I'm a mix. I'm Caribbean. I'm European and I got African and native blood in me. You know,
Mm.
oh, I might even have some Chinese. I don't know. I could throw pretty good kicks. You know, I don't.
Hey, I've seen the video of you turn it around, and kicking that bottle cap right off. I saw that video in Puerto Rico.
Yeah, you see that? Hey, listen, man, did you see the belly that? Yo, me, Chris, and Brian. Did you see the photo? We were drinking beers on the beach.
Yep.
We're like models for both fighters. Or you know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God, bro. Well, Brian was like, yo, I gotta start running. He looked at that photo, he was like, I gotta start working out. I looked at myself, I'm like, shit, bro, I gotta get back to the gym.
uh,
Uh,
see, I've gotten into shape lately, but my shape is more round.
you're getting
So
you're in shape of a pear.
yeah, it works out really, really well. I'm on the low calorie diet, so I went to Corona Light and Bud Light, and I do my curls all the time. That's what I'm about.
Yeah, you do your curls like this. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You gotta even it out with the arms though. Don't do it too much because you get one bigger arm than the other, you know.
Right. Then I start looking like I discovered porn for the first time. One arm is way bigger than the other.
When I was young and I discovered that, man, I was like, yo, and my arm would get all swelled up. I'm like, yo, bro, I'm gonna have to switch up, man, because I don't want to walk around one big, huge arm. Everybody's gonna know, like, yo, I'm like, holy shit, bro. Come on, bro. You know, when you was 13, that was if somebody asked me what was the best thing that ever happened to you in my life, I'm like, having an orgasm, bro. When I was 13, there's nothing that ever happened after 13 that felt better than that motherfucker first. Bro,
Makes
I think I
sense.
broke a window, man. I shot that shit like 20 feet. Motherfucking broke a window from a building. It was crazy, bro.
Ah. All I know is, can you imagine just walking by and
Look
getting hit
at
out the window?
the motherfuckers are right now going, yeah, he's right. There ain't nothing
I
better than that.
literally, I was getting ready to say I'm watching people laughing, and Brian said, "Hell yes." So he knows what's up too. He was hanging
Yeah,
out there at Boston, smacking people, from the inside of the window.
I was a motherfucker when I was a kid, man. I see. I had an older sister that was born and raised in Puerto Rico. The only time I saw her when I was in Puerto Rico as a younger kid, I used to go to Puerto Rico every summer. My dad and my dad said bring my mom, and it's been years since I went. I went only a couple of times during my teen years and stuff like that, and I went a couple of times as an adult, which sucks, man, because I should have been. All I ever wanted to do in my life was be able to go to Puerto Rico every summer for the rest of my life, because I don't think if even if I did that, I don't think I'd still ever finish doing stuff there. And you might not think there's a lot to do. There's a lot to see. We have waterfalls, beautiful. I mean, there's tons of shit, man. You can roam around that island forever, man. And it's beautiful. And I found it more important in my life to roam around in places like that and in the wilderness than to roam around again. I don't go out no more because I grew up walking around in these streets and this neighborhood. It's not the same no more, and I can't get no activity off of people in the streets. I can't get no negative energy from the buildings and from the light pole and from the concrete and from the fucking you know what I'm saying? Like I need to be in the trees and breathe that oxygen that just it's just being released from the plants. I'm the first motherfucker there to breathe it. You know how good is that, man? You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. That's why
I
I
miss
love
it.
camping
I think
and all that stuff, man. Yep.
I'd rather be alone, man. I'd rather I'd rather not be a part of music anymore because I think I put more. I had fun. Don't get me wrong, and meeting people is a beautiful thing. And no matter where I go in the world, I'm gonna meet people, and I'm good with people, man. I always I get along with people. I'm always sincere. And I'm always honest, and I always let people know where I stand and who I am. And there's always a certain line you can cross, but um, I rather I'm up to the point that I would give up music. I would give up all this shit, man. I hate this. I love this place, but I don't love it like I used to.
Yeah.
I don't love what it's become. I'd rather be somewhere on an island, on a mountain somewhere by myself, bro. Just
Yeah.
me, my family, some close friends, and the wilderness, man, you know? And
Yeah.
some nature, some sun, and if it's my final day, it's my final day. If there's a big flash in the sky, it's a big fucking flash in the sky. But I don't want to live a stressed life till that moment comes. You know what I'm saying?
No. No. Life is way too short to be worrying about. You know, all the shit that
I
everybody
don't,
does.
I don't worry about anybody anymore. You know what I'm saying? I've been through a lot. I don't give a fuck, man.
No.
I mean, any day could be your last day, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But if it's nature calling, you know what I'm saying? There's not much I could do, bro. It's nature. Ain't nobody bigger than that.
Exactly.
But
You
if
could
it's a
feel
human
that
being
energy.
knocking on my door, if it's
Mm.
another dude knocking on my door, you're gonna have a hard time, man. Because if I'm
Yep.
gonna disappear, you coming with me. You know what I'm saying? Ain't
Mm.
nobody coming between me and my family.
Nope. Not at
No,
all. I don't blame you at all.
not here in
And
New York, not anywhere.
nope.
Not anymore.
Well, just so you know, Jason Slutter from Michigan said that it sounds like you have a time for a good Northern Michigan hoot and nanny. You said, in other words, you got to come to Northern Michigan for a hoot nanny.
I want to get some of that bounce, baby. Don't be drinking that bounce.
I'm sorry, you
Ryan
totally
knows
just.
about the bounce.
Yup. Yep. And then Nicole Ryan from Indiana
Have
said,
you had?
oh, you cut out. What was that? I lost you, brother. You still there?
You hear me?
Hey, now I can.
Yep.
Yep. What was your question for me?
You said somebody said something. Somebody asked you something, right?
Yep. Nicole Ryan from Indiana said, music is who you are, but your soul knows the difference. So just connect with your soul, and you are far from done. So Nicole from Indiana, right up your alley, completely agrees.
Nice.
Yeah, your soul
That's
and
beautiful.
how you feel. Yeah.
What's up?
Yep. So yeah, that's awesome.
I got my
Totally.
protection on the wall
Yep. I see your masks. Very nice.
right
Very
above my
nice.
bed. Protect me.
Yep.
Yeah, I love what I got, man. I'm still in Brooklyn.
Mm.
Um, you know, I came far, man. And I'm not ungrateful about anything. I didn't really get anywhere, go anywhere. I didn't move anywhere fancy. I didn't move to Florida or Rodeo Drive or anything. Like I'm still in Brooklyn, but
Yep.
I went from a fucking roach infested neighborhood, gang infested, heroin infested neighborhood to which New York changed a lot, but it's still here.
Yeah.
Um, But I went around the world. I'm back here, but I'm in a house. I have a house.
Mm-hmm.
I live by the beach. I have kids. I have a wife. I have things that I'm doing. You
Mm-hmm.
know, I'm not one to work for a check. I work for myself.
Yeah.
You know, but it's been, and with all this Corona things, a lot of things has been rough.
Mm.
Um, but uh, you know what I'm getting at. I don't want to keep,
No, I got you. I totally understand. I mean, hey, I mean, what's nice is at least you're down to earth. You're not like a lot of them. I was lucky enough to come out there and actually hang out with you. Hang out at your house, go to a show together, and
Well, I appreciate that, man. Like
yeah,
this is the things I appreciate in life. I didn't get the big house and the big record deal and the circle of friends from other bands and all that shit.
mm-hmm.
Um, I have more friends in my life who are my good friends and my brothers who are my family now, who are my fans,
Yeah,
at one point. And
mm-hmm.
I made a connection with a few people. We've been friends for the last 15, 20 years,
Mm-hmm.
10 years, don't matter. I'm people in my life, and I did more with them in the last 6 months, and there's so much soul connecting with them in the last 6 months that I have with people in 10, 15 years,
Yeah,
you know.
yep,
And it's kind of weird because the internet thing, I don't really agree with the internet thing too much because I mean, it's a form of separation. Even though we can still talk, we can't really. It's not really private ever. Even if it
yeah,
was a one-on-one conversation, there's always someone out there.
mm,
You know what I'm talking about. But
yep,
um, I've been able to, you know, because there's always you meet people in life, and I've had tons of so-called friends and people in my life who come and it's been it's just a party atmosphere, friendship type of thing, just get together with them and party, and it's always been about doing this, that part, but not we've never really sat and got intimate and talked and got really personal and got really into each other's hearts and become like real brothers and shit. You know what I'm saying? I've done that with
yep,
very few people in my life, you
mm,
know, and
yep,
um with the internet, I don't have that physical aspect going out, so I get to talk more, and it's become more spiritual. I get to talk about more personal things than doing things together. You know what I'm saying? Because
yeah,
there's people out there that you do things with them, but you don't really know them. Kind of shit. Like, yeah, we're just doing every show. Yeah, we're drinking, but But now through this, I've gotten to learn people a little bit better.
mm,
And because of this, even though they don't live here,
yeah,
those are the people that I want to meet up with. You know, you know
yep,
what I'm saying? And now, you know what I'm saying? So it worked. It kind of worked vice. It's 50-50. Kind of fucks. It hurts people. It kind of hurts your privacy. But at the same time, you know, I was able to saying not for
yep,
any other reason, not because of music and bands, and because the atmosphere created that. You know what I'm saying?
absolutely, absolutely. And I mean that's even like what for me growing up, I was a fan. I was a fan of Marauder and stuff. So when I actually had a chance to be able to talk to you and visit you, like that was one of the coolest things. Is I
I was
remember
a fan of
sitting,
Marauder.
huh? No, that was one of the
I
coolest
said
things.
I was a fan of Marauder
Oh
when
no
Minus
shit!
was in the band. I was a fan of Marauder, man. My old I know fucking God knows what 87, 86 maybe.
Yeah, that's funny. But that's what's cool is,
And then I ended up in the band. So I kept in the
yep,
Sorry.
Oh, you're good, man. But
Just be burping and shit.
I think that's what's cool is how everything changes. I mean, like I said, for you being a fan, you being able to be the singer, the first concert I was ever at, and I don't even know if you know this, I was 16 years old and I went and saw El Nino in concert, and I was South Side Chicago, South Suburbs and stuff. I was a huge fan of
Where was that?
Merauder, huh?
Where was that at?
It was South Suburbs at a little club called Oasis 160 in Chicago Heights, Illinois, and it was the south side of Chicago.
I remember
Yep. And I was a big
that. I
fan.
remember that always.
Yep. It was a little hole in the wall bar, but man, was it fun. It was a blast. And then, so if anybody, and I've told this to people, I even mentioned this today, if somebody would have told me, 2 years ago, hell, last year, that, oh yeah, this time next year, the guy that you were a fan of, you're going to get to talk to. Or that, hey, you're going to be able to sit down and have a conversation with, I would have never believed them. But for me, through social media and through, brothers and everything else, I was able to hop on a plane, fly my ass to Brooklyn, New York, and sit in your backyard, smoke, hang out, talk about life, talk about music, talk about fucking the stars until 3 o'clock in the morning. Like that to me was amazing. And
Make fun of that. He was walking by.
yeah, it was awesome. Or even,
Hello? Did I lose you?
nope, I'm here. Can you hear me? Nope, I'm still here.
Yeah, I get you.
Yep. Or, I mean, how many people can say that you were in Brooklyn, New York,
Great
you went
time.
to a show, huh?
Yeah, we had a great time. It was a great time.
Yep. And do I still talk about you and me and Kevin going for coffee in Brooklyn, and I'm telling you right now, I will never forget the day that I watched you sniff a bum. I didn't know you guys had fake bums, like people who pretend to be homeless. You walked up and sniffed the guy, and I heard you go, "Oh my God, he's a real one," and I about lost it. But it's like that was one of those things that I will never forget is getting to hang out with you and have coffee and see a hardcore show. And I mean, it was I feel very lucky, and I'm super appreciative that you were even able, able and willing to do the interview with me. I appreciate it very much, man. Like, yeah, you're one of those.
Glad, I'm glad to have you.
I appreciate it, brother. That I do.
I'm glad to have you a part of my life, bro.
Yep, and same
I'm glad
here.
to have you. You know, you are you are the reason. What we do as people is it's that's all that shit is you know what I'm saying. It's all
Yeah.
worth it. It's not. It wasn't a materialistic thing, you know what I mean? There's money to be involved to get a show, there's that. I mean, we need money to live, but
Mhm.
it's what we do, you know. It's not what you do with your money, to make it happen. Is it's like it is, but it's not the shit you buy. It's the shit you
No.
make happen. Like
Yep. It's the
with
quality of
just
life.
$10, go out and have the blast of your life, man.
Yeah.
Train ride and go hang out with some real
Hmm.
people. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Fucking bottle of water. Jesus Christ, I thought it was open. It was
But
Sorry, I got a big mess here of I have a little mess. I don't know if you can see. It's all magic markers and graffiti black books.
nice.
I just recently got a book back. Yeah, I just recently got this book back after 4 years.
Damn.
I gave this book was empty. I gave it to my boy and it circled around the place for like 4 years
Mhm.
and I got some great shit in here. I got my boy Ice.
Nice. Oh, that's dope.
Those are stickers. But yeah, he did that.
That's very cool.
That's mine. That's my piece.
Very nice. Yeah, I don't know how many people actually know that. Like, you
And
were
I
a
got a lot of shit on here.
phenomenal
I
artist.
got. I can draw a little bit, man. I've always had the ability to draw, but I never really I never progressed with it. I never did anything with it. I didn't go to school. I could have. I got Merc on here. I got a lot of big writers on here. I got this dude right here is all over fucking Coney Island.
Nice.
I got some names on here like this kid is all over New York. I got who I want to get is Anso because he's one of the hottest dudes out right now. That's my boy. He's a good dude. I got you come to New York, you're gonna see this everywhere.
Nice.
That's Matt. That's this crazy little white dude. I mean, I got Sen. I got
Nice.
fucking Gold. I got some. Oh wait, I got one more here. You guys see. This is an important one because this is my boy, and he's my boy, and he's a lot closer to you than you think. But I can't reveal his identity.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? All
Yep,
I
I
can just
got you.
show you is that's my homie right there.
That's awesome. That's very
You know, he's
nice.
up in New York.
Hmm.
You know, so I mean, I love the whole graffiti thing.
Hmm. Oh, very nice. Huh. I don't know what just happened, but randomly I had
Bro, are
music
you
playing out of
playing?
nowhere. No, I don't know what happened. Out of nowhere, like my
That's
boss's
my
phone just decided to start. I don't. Oh shit,
That's your
son!
body.
I got a telemarketer. A
Your body.
telemarketer just called my boss's work phone, so it just started playing like that's his ringtone. I don't even know what to say to that. That worked out. That could not have worked out any
I
better
was
at
gonna tell
all.
you.
Oh shit! Now I just want to like randomly start playing his fucking ringtone. Like, oh
Your Puerto
man,
Rican theme song.
right? Oh, I just can't wait. After this, I'm gonna end up. I gotta talk to him, and I'll be like, "Hey, greatest thing ever is somebody called your work phone, and we started dancing to your ringtone." I can almost hear it now, bro. What?
Oh my god,
Like,
bro.
yep,
Look,
your
there was
ringtone's the
another.
shit. Oh man, that's funny. I thought I
That
was
was
hearing
funny.
shit. I was sitting here. I'm going. Yeah, I'm like, where the fuck is that coming from? Yep, found it. We're good.
You found it?
Yeah, no, I found the phone. It was a telemarketer calling. Yeah, telemarketer decided to call the collision shop at 7:30. Like we're gonna answer. They're closed. Stop calling. Oh man. So,
Yeah.
is there anything like, how you have different shows and shit, and you always get that one guy that sits there and holds his chin and he's, this is my final thought. If there was one thing or anything that you just wanted to like get off your chest or get out there or just have people think about it, what would that be? Even if it's just, smoke weed and fuck yourself. Like, just anything. Like that one thing that you just were like, hey, stop being stupid or whatever. It's a thinker.
Well, we're living in some really fucked up times,
Mm.
and they're more fucked up because we're living in a society. We have a weaker society. People think they're rampant and raving. They're all fighting for the wrong shit. They're not standing independent. Not really believing in themselves. They're all just following shit. Um, and I'm not here to condemn anybody or anything because right now, at this point in life, we don't need any of that. We
Yeah.
don't need any more judging. We don't need any more condemning. We don't need any more negativity because negativity is a natural force,
Mm.
and we're gonna need that negativity to help us with our strive. Because if there's nothing pushing us towards, you know, if there's nothing there to make us say no, then we're never gonna say yes. This is
Yeah.
yes, what I want, the good shit, and and I really believe part of life there's gonna be some kind of form of resistance. So I want to be careful what I want to say because I want to leave this on a positive note because I think that's
Yeah.
what everybody kind of needs right now.
Agreed.
And it's not just nice to say, like you said, something to think about, and that's something people can manifest into something and maybe use. But and even though it sounds so cliche to say to be positive, but really, the only thing you can really say at this point, the only thing I can really suggest to people, and it's not just to be docile, not just to be humble, and I mean to be positive, to bring some positive energy in your life, to start eating better, to start exercising, and to start because when you start eating better and you start treating your body better, you start feeling better, you start thinking better. You're more enlightened, and you build more of a where you depend on yourself more and less than others, and you can see things for what they are, and you can see farther than other people. Because we live in a world where people just see as far as they spit, and life's really not really about that. It's a lot bigger than that. And it used to be at one point people really believed in stuff like that, and we've lost that. And I mean, be strong. What
Yeah.
can I tell people? I'm really, I'm really just like everyone else. I'm no different. Duh. Uh, I've made mistakes in my life, and I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to say there's no hope because there is, but people need to put that hope in themselves, man, not in anybody else.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Mm.
I guess that's what I want to say. Believe
Yeah.
in yourself, man. Make changes with yourself, and you'll see the changes start spreading. You got to build that positive. The only way to build that energy of positivity is building it within yourself.
I agree. I
That's
know.
through.
Yep. Brian in
That's through
Michigan
food.
said well said. So
And
no, yep.
there's different ways. I think people just need to invest more into themselves
Mm.
and believe in themselves more. We all reach a point where we kind of feel that life is shit. Life is shit.
Yeah.
If you see it that way.
You could almost say life is pain.
If you see it, if you wake up in the morning like fucking shit, if
Yeah.
those are the first words out of your mouth, then that's exactly what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
You need to wake up in
Absolutely.
the morning like fuck everything that's going on in the world.
Mm.
I'm here. I'm alive. I'm able to get the fuck up. Life ain't perfect, but I'm able to be a part of it.
Yep. My dad used to say that
Am
every
I?
time you wake up and you put your feet on the ground is a good day because a lot of people don't get that every night. You know.
There you go.
Yep.
Hey, you got aches and pains, like
Mm.
people have the aches and pains, but they get up.
Yeah. Yep.
You know.
Absolutely. I mean, even like, when I used to be a fireman and stuff down here, I mean, you used to get calls in the morning for people that just didn't wake up, or you used to get calls for shit like that. I 100% agree. Every day you wake up, you open your eyes, you sit up, you put your feet down. That's a grateful day. It's a
Exactly,
good.
exactly. But I would
Yep.
like to tell people that it's all about love, man. If you love yourself, you're gonna start. If you not to be in love with yourself, because there's
Mm.
people who just it's a different story. When you love yourself, you treat yourself right,
Right.
and you start appreciating the little things that are which are the big things, man.
Mm.
You know, Little
Absolutely.
things, they're not little to me. They big, man. You know, family's not a little thing. It's one of the biggest things in the world. People take that for granted, man.
Yep.
Oh, I'm
They, yeah.
not
They
gonna
let,
be. I'm
no.
not gonna be here, brother. None of
Nope.
us are.
Nope. They want to take it for
You
granted
got to
until
make the
it's
best
gone.
of it.
Yep.
Well, your job here is to create as much positive energy as you can. We make mistakes, man. We're human. We live life where people, uh, temptation comes in many different ways, shapes, and forms. And hey, man, it's not an easy ride, bro. It was
No.
never an easy ride.
Nope.
Life is never an easy ride, man.
Yep. And that's one thing that
Just
that's one of the things that I enjoy is like the times that we've gotten to, got to talk on the phone or chat, man. It's like every time I get off the phone with you, you get that positive energy, I'm appreciative of it. That's one nice thing is you have that you push off you, and that's awesome. Not a lot of people have that. But you always have that PMA, that positive
appreciate
mental attitude, and I think it's awesome. That I do. That I do.
Thank you, man. Well, I don't really have much in life, man. What I have is just my family, a few good friends,
Hmm.
uh, and my heart, man. And that's the only thing that leads me, bro. That's why I have the whatever good in my heart, man, because I follow my heart, So sometimes it's not always good. I was a kid, I did that a lot too. It got me in trouble. But I'm older, I'm wiser. We live and we learn and we go through shit and we take it day by day, brother.
Absolutely. You have to. You have to.
Can't be far ahead, man. We ain't there yet. You
Nope.
know, can't worry about the past either. You learn from it, but don't worry about it. Because it happened already.
Yep.
So you just got to worry about what we do now, and if people just do the best, man. We don't always make the best decisions. We don't always do the best, but as long as in your heart what you meant to do was something good. I mean, nothing, not everything works out, man. Sometimes you intend to do something really positive and really well, and sometimes it backfires on
No.
you. I mean, that's just life. Nobody bats 100. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Nobody. Babe Ruth record's not, wasn't that perfect. You know what I'm saying? But it's just we just gotta come to understand. I don't know, man.
No.
I don't. It's. I don't want to keep on beating a dead horse, but people know what I mean. I don't. There's nothing I could really give anybody. Or any real recommendation on anything because there's many different ways to perceive greatness and happiness and some kind of there's many different ways, and people do it through meditation, people do it through religion, people do it through whatever the case may be. There's other, but you got to seek that, man. You got to
No.
seek what fits your personality and what you can build off of to be a better person. Being a better, and when you talk about being a better person, a lot of motherfuckers think that you're talking about them being soft and pussy, and has nothing. You being a better person, a good person has nothing to do with being weak and being a pushover and that's all that stupid fucking fake biblical shit. Oh, if
No.
somebody slaps your cheek, you turn the other one. Fuck out here. Fuck no. Fuck no.
Nope.
You're not doing right by yourself then.
Agreed. Agreed.
People
100%
need to
agreed.
know that they are God. People need to know that God don't exist in no sky, man. There's no system. The God that people are looking for is already in them, bro.
Yep.
Nobody's manifesting it. If you're doing it to fake mediums, you ain't never gonna achieve God, any godly like. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're not gonna get it through materialism. You're not
No.
gonna get it through uh uh just bro, there's only one way to achieve that, man. And that starts with you, one themselves, man. You know, by yourself. You have to work on you.
I agree.
It's like a motherfuckers who are recovering drug addicts. What do they tell motherfuckers who are recovering drug addicts when they go to rehab? Forget everything and everything in the outside world. Forget everyone else. Concentrate on you. That's the first thing you got to do.
Yep. Absolutely.
Only work about you. Everybody else
I
can
agree.
wait.
Yep. I agree.
People need to work on them.
Yep.
You know, unfortunately, we have people dominating the world and making our work. I mean, I'm a free person, man. Ain't no one person who has a label gonna tell me what I'm gonna do with my family and what I'm gonna do with myself. He ain't gonna make that decision. I don't care who it is or what group or what part. I don't care, bro. Unless it's some fucking, unless the motherfucker came down on a UFO and he, you know, and then I'm scared. But other than that, I ain't scared.
Nah. Nope. But hey, Jorge, I apologize. Can you give me like 1 minute? Because I have to go grab my charger. Otherwise, shit's going to die. So give me like 1 minute. Just 1 minute. If you want, you can like sing and serenade people, or you can do your like dance, you know, with the phone call. I got you.
I gotta imagine.
There you go.
Does that work? I don't know if you can see that. That's a trick. Yeah, I got another trick for you guys. Yeah, pick a color. You picked the color already? It was this one, right? No? Fuck it. Yo, Deb! Hold on, guys. Give me 1 second. Come on, baby. Come on, Papa. Come on, baby. Yeah, that's my boy. That's Rico. Rico, don't step on the. Rico. Come here, Papa. Hey, look. That's you right there. You see yourself on the computer? Look, Monkey sleeping. Rico, say hello. That's Rico. Is Rico another rescue? We got 2 rescues in the house. Rico shouldn't be in here right now.
You see that shit? I just slid in the frame like a badass.
I don't see you, so
Oh, oh, beautiful.
that's my boy right there.
Very
Rico.
nice. Yep.
Rico, hello. Who's that, Rico? Who's that? Who's that, Rico? Who's that one? Who's that? Oh, good boy. He's a big monster. There's my buddy right here. Oh, he's stepped on my balls.
Beautiful.
All right, you gotta get down. He won't leave now. Ow.
No.
He's a good boy.
Yeah, I think he was there. I think he was there when I was up there.
Yeah, I had them
Yeah.
both.
Yep.
Mookie and Rico. They're both rescues.
Nice.
Hold on. Rico, don't stand on the computer, dickhead. I love these motherfuckers.
So I asked you before, but I'm going to ask you again. How long do we have to wait for the cumbia or salsa version of Master Killer? Like that's,
Shit.
I would love that. I want to hear a dance hall remix. You know, I
I
am the Master Killer. La-da-da-da-da-da-da. It'll be great.
wouldn't even know how to make that happen. We don't got a music. Imagine that shit, bro.
I'm just saying.
That's my one-hit wonder right there. I'm sleeping on that one.
I don't know. I gotta say, man. Believe it or not, my favorite Marauder song is actually it's a toss up between Gangsta and Until. Those are my 2 favorite songs, and Akani Courage, I think, is amazing. Those are the ones that have stuck with me the most. It was never Master Killer. It was never Life is Pain. Those are the ones that hit me the hardest, which is like random, you know.
Yeah, I mean, uh, Master Killer is really not my favorite Merauder song.
No.
No, I mean, I don't know. Great song. I mean,
Oh yeah.
I love them all, but I don't know. I mean, I don't really have a favorite. Uh, I don't know, but maybe I do. I think some of the older songs, like Fear of Sin, Final War,
Mm-hmm.
songs like Besiege the Masses, those are, and Crossfire, more like my favorite songs.
That was a good one.
The
That was a good one.
yeah.
I really liked whenever.
Akani songs are.
Yeah. Yep. Well, I do know that, like I said, poor Brian in Michigan is dying for Murakami. Just so you know, every time I talk to him, he's like,
Well, it's
Akani.
fun, man. I mean, unfortunately, I'm involved in the band that's from. Okay, come on, you
Yeah.
dickhead! You're gonna press all the buttons. The dog is pressing all the buttons on the computer. Rico, can you stop, bro? Damn, and it keeps doing it. I'm moving the computer.
That's all right.
This guy's a jerk off. Look at him. Look. Stupid ass. You know he did something. Look at his stupid ass face. Look. Retard. That's
I'm
my
gonna.
retard right there. Oh, can I say retard? I know it's a very butt hurt society right now. I said retard. Call my dog a retard. I might get brought up on charges tomorrow.
You're gonna be all over the magazines tomorrow. You know, Jorge Rosado
I'm
calls
having
dogs
crowd
retard.
people.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
No, it's
people
okay. I
protesting in
don't.
front of my house.
It's okay. I don't have that big of a fan base. You'll be fine. You'll be all right. The 14, the
Now after
14
this,
people that know me.
it's gonna get worse now after this one.
Oh
I'm already fucking with you.
no, I
Rico,
know.
Rico's trying to flash you guys on, but Rico, they can't see that. They don't want to see that.
I'll just wait until you show them again, and then I'll put the little button on the bottom. So when you see the dog, it says New York hardcore legend Jorge Rosado underneath the dog. I got you. I'll hook Rico up. No worries. Look at here. Boom. There you go. They're gonna be like, Jorge Rosado is a pit bull. I got you. That's beautiful. Yep.
Except my ears are not as big as his. This motherfucker got some ears, bro.
Right?
But fuck, he's part of the family, so I got Rico and I got Mookie. He's just grumpy old man. If I call him, he won't come. I gotta yell like 30 times. Then he finally hears me, like, huh? And but Rico comes instantly as soon as you call him. He's a big baby.
Very
He's a
nice.
attention hoarder. He's definitely attention hoarder.
Right on. I remember, like I said, coming out there, man, he was an awesome dog. Very, very cool.
Yeah. I've had many pits in my life.
Yep.
My old dog, Easy, he lived to be 20 years.
Nice.
Yeah,
Very
put him
nice.
down after. Yeah, it was
Oh,
one of the worst that ever happened, And just, Brian just recently put down his dog, so you can
yeah.
imagine all that.
Yep. No, Frank.
So
Yep.
yeah, I put down man, so it's you never get used to it. I'll tell
No.
you that. But I can never stop having them. I can never stop having dogs, man.
Nope.
They don't last as long, and you outlive them. But I try to bring them as much joy as I can in their lives. I spoil them. Sometimes. Look at this fucker. I mean, the whole time I'm talking to you, this motherfucker is getting a massage. Look at this piece of shit. Look at
Loves you,
this
bro. He
fuck.
loves you.
Look, he ain't moving. Look, he's not even moving. So yeah. I complain a lot, but I baby these motherfuckers.
Yeah. It's your friend.
I
That's your
understand these
bro.
dogs well.
Yep.
I have a lot in common with these dogs. Yeah.
A pit
They get
bull
judged the wrong
and a
way
loving.
and put down. Yeah, best
Yup.
dog in the world, man. I mean, I love all dogs, man, but this is the best dog I've ever had. Pits,
They're loving, man.
right?
A lot of people
Let
give
me
them
clean
grief,
this
but
stuff.
man, are they nice. They are nice dogs.
Rico, you a good boy? Yeah, you're a good boy. Yeah, I love you too.
We can interview
That was the
Rico.
smelliest
Like,
fucking kiss.
hey Rico, on a scale of 1 to 10, which do you like better? Beef, pork, or bones?
Shit. They eat it all three. He goes, all three.
All
This
edible
motherfucker
kinds.
eat anything. This dude eat anything. He's a great dog,
Oh,
man. I'm happy with my life, man. I will never be able to. My life is not complete without these dogs, man.
no,
Like,
not at all.
a family's not really a family without something, man. You're an animal in your life, you know. Some people have cats, man. Some people have that bond with a cat. God bless
Yeah,
them, you know. But for me, my preference is dogs,
yeah. I don't blame you. Don't blame you.
you know.
There's just
Shit,
something
some people out
about.
there have horses, you know. Preference. This guy's a fucking couldn't harm a fucking. A cat scared him the other day. He saw a cat and he ran inside the house. The other
Oh,
one, forget about it. Mookie has no balls. He's neutered, and you would think he's calm. He sees the cat, he's going for him. I stopped him today. I
yeah.
opened up the door. He was in between my legs. I didn't know there was a cat for now. I'm looking, all of a sudden I see him dodge out from between my legs. I went Mookie, and he just stopped right there. He didn't make it off the balcony, but I stopped him just in time. He would have fucked that cat up. If he would have caught him, he would have fucked him up. You know, and
Mm,
there's nothing I can do about that. You know,
no.
I can't bring a cat home and try to. I don't think it's gonna work with him. I think he's always gonna want to attack cats.
Yeah. Yep.
This guy, maybe him, different story. He's a fun-loving mofo. He was abused, man. This dog on his legs, on his other leg, he's got some scars on him on the other side and around here. They treated him bad. I mean, this dog went through a lot of bullshit.
Man.
So he's kind of a big, thick pit bull, but he's kind of a scaredy cat, man. He's scared of a lot of things, you know, loud noises, and he's just weird. But he's a great dog, man, and he deserves to be treated well. He's a good dog.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Well, Jorge, I greatly appreciate you doing this with me and hanging out with me and showing us your dog and talking and just about shooting the
Hanging
shit,
out.
dude.
Yeah, we just, you know, I don't treat it like an interview. I just treat it like we just talking and shit, you know.
Yeah.
You know, I don't do interviews. I just talk. You know what I'm saying? I shoot the shit.
Yep. Exactly. That's what I was saying, man. I hate when you watch interviews and I wanted to be like Joe Rogan and just ask you about DMT for 20 minutes, but this is more fun to me. So you know,
Never tried it, man, but I'm down. I'll try. I'll try anything once. Not
right?
anything, but
Uh,
something like that. I would.
did you see that? I had so many jokes, but I know we're live, and I was like, don't want to get in trouble, so I just stopped it. But no, man, I greatly appreciate you doing this and hanging out with us and just shooting the shit and hanging out, man. I appreciate it.
Thank you, brother, man. I appreciate it too, man. Thanks. Thanks for thinking of me, man. You know, and once again, uh, take care of yourself. You know, don't once again don't get caught up in the bullshit. Stay
Nope.
free, brother. Stay free. Stay independent. Stay happy. Stay positive. You know what I'm saying? Seek happiness and love, man. It doesn't make you fucking weaker. It just makes you stronger. Know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yep. You as well, brother. Hang in there, and I'm sure you're gonna hear from me, soon because I'm just gonna call you and bug you. So,
Yeah.
but thank you very much again, bro. You have yourself a great night. Take it easy, and thanks for chatting with us, man. Thanks for hanging out. And don't forget
Okay.
too, you can check out our other site because I know you like boobs, so you can always check that out too.
So what?
I said I know how much you like boobs, so feel free to check out our websites.
He's got this motherfucker right here.
Right? But
Yeah,
thank you
I
again,
appreciate it.
Jorge. You, oh,
All right, man. Well, Raymond, take care, man. Thank you for
yep.
everything. Thanks for having me, man.
Thank
And
you.
good night, and give a big hug, kiss to the family, and talk soon, brother.
I will. You too as well, brother. You have yourself a great night. Thank you again.
Take care, brother.
You too. Peace.
Come on, boy.
So once again, that was Jorge Rosado from Marauder and Akani. Awesome guy. Super excited that we got to have him on here. Um, and I'm super stoked because, like I said, anybody who knows me knows I am a big fan. I have been a fan for years. And be able to talk to him and hang out with him and just even be lucky enough to have him here is I am greatly appreciative. Be sure check him out. Go to YouTube, go to Facebook, go to fucking hell, I don't know, Sears or Best Buy or wherever. Buy the album. Cold Cuts merch online. You can buy Marauder hoodies and that kind of stuff. Check them out. Support them. You know, it's a great thing. Super awesome guy. Badass band. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of like on cloud nine. It's awesome stuff. So once again, I am your host, Red. Thank you everybody for tuning in and hanging out with us. Be sure to check out our other site as well, Sinner Sisters. So if you're into like alternative modeling and different kinds of uh, models and chicks that like music, be sure to check that out as well. A big thank you to Final Touch Collision in Linwood, Illinois, for sponsoring us, hooking up with a camera, and allowing us to use their awesome spot. Could not thank you guys more. Roberto, you're the man. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and sin, because that's what we're about. So thanks everybody once again for tuning in to Center Scene Productions, our awesome live interview with Jorge Rosado from Marauder and Akani. And you guys take it easy. Have a good one. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you soon. Peace.